Right. Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer. I'm with Brian and Brandon. There we go. But we are back doing another classic Halloween review. This one is definitely one that messed me up when I was a kid. I cannot ride subways without looking down the dark tunnel and being freaked out just a little bit, even still now in my 40s. So I am talking about American Werewolf in London. So
I just gotta say, quick story. My dad took us to London one time, and we are supposed to go ride the little train underneath the ground, and I literally was freaking out, hyperventilating the whole effing time. It is so terrible. Ask my dad; it's totally true. I was scared when Brandon went to London.
I was just gonna say, I was there about a month and a half ago, and one of the first things I had to do to get to my destination was ride the subway. I had my eyes glued to that dark tunnel to make sure that nothing came out of there.
I was like, you just don't want me to go there, huh? That's just what it is. I'm getting in a taxi.
Yeah, you had taken that picture and sent it to the group, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
It's about to go down.
I had the whole firsthand experience, man. That getting on the train, traveling through the English countryside.
So that sounds like Harry Potter, and it sounds like American Werewolf in London.
Right? It can go either way. It can go either way.
All right, so I want to read the synopsis of this one. Yeah. We got David and Jack, two American college students, are backpacking through Britain when a large wolf attacks them. David survives with a bite, but Jack is brutally killed. As David heals in a hospital, he's plagued by violent nightmares of his mutilated friend, who warns David that he's going to become a werewolf. When David discovers the horrible truth, he contemplates committing suicide before the next full moon causes him to transform from man to murderous beast.
Yeah. I mean,
dude, that's it. That's exactly what this is.
And it's funny that kind of lays out the plot, and it's that straightforward. This is a very straightforward movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 1981. This movie is an hour and 37 minutes. They don't play. The metamorphosis is pretty cool. Every time I see it, it reminds me of Thriller. Every time I think I see it, I'm like, that's Thriller.
Coincidentally, the Thriller video, same director, John Landis, same makeup artist, Rick Baker. As a matter of fact, this movie is the reason that Michael Jackson called up John Landis and asked him to direct it and asked to bring Rick Baker on.
Dude, it reminds you, think about the little movie that was playing in the background of Thriller. It's exactly this. Yeah. It's so cool.
Yeah,
honestly, I gotta say, this is one of my favorite werewolf movies. Because all the other ones are kind of fun. This is scary. Straight up scary. Like,
yeah.
When you think of werewolves,
but it has funny moments. There's some funny moment with his dead ghost friend. Because he isn't. I could be wrong. I haven't seen it yet, or I haven't seen it this year yet.
Yeah.
He's like slowly getting more and more decayed every time. Like, decomposing. So I thought that was like a good continuity thing throughout the movie.
Yeah, and for something so tragic, such a tragic story, it's also a pretty humorous, funny story, just like you said, which is kind of crazy to think about. I think what really makes it work is the performances of the actors who played Jack and David. David Naughton and Griffin Dunn.
Mm-hmm.
Very, they're introduced right off the bat as a couple of just really cool, kind of relatable guys.
It's so funny. We just talked about Frighteners earlier, right? And now we're talking about American Werewolf in London. And all I can think is Michael J. Fox turned into a werewolf in Teen Wolf.
Definitely up there on my list of werewolf movies. Not quite this one. I think this is the gold standard.
This is the gold standard.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, the change is
exactly the change.
Probably still to this date, I can't think of another one that had such a. I don't know, like, I don't want to say it's realistic because obviously it's not, but like they show you everything. They show you the hands. He's laying on the floor and he's like stretching out, and the faces like.
The bones kind of cracking and rearranging.
His teeth changing and everything. Oh my, it is so good.
Yep.
All right. Where do we think this is on a tomato meter?
Ooh.
This has to be high up there. This has to be like a 79.
Man, I say the critics didn't like it because it's. I would say the critics give it like a 60, 61, but the audience is pretty high. I gotta say, the audience is like.
I'm going to tell you that the critics liked it more than the audience.
Wow, what man? That's
anyone
kind
want to
of
change their number. The critics liked it even more than the audience.
Wow. Yeah, shoot us. What is it?
All right, 89 for the critics and 85 for the audience.
I was 10 off. Dang.
Critics, yeah, you were 10 off. Critics say this is one of the best horror movies ever made. That's what most people say. This is one of the greatest. It is the best werewolf one, and it's one of the best horror movies just ever made. And this is 1981. So for me to even ask you guys, does this hold up today, will be stupid.
Easily.
Because this is like one of the best ones. That's
even when it's not Halloween season, I watch this quite regularly. Yeah. I know it's on Amazon Prime. It's on Prime Video right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I've already watched it a couple times late last month and this month.
Mm.
This movie is the reason why I was not allowed to backpack through Europe. Right here. This is it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this one's great. This is great.
And
it's great. So where do we rank it then?
This is a top 10 for me for sure.
Same. Top 10.
I can't disagree with either one of you guys. This is definitely like right that 7-8 range. Like this is like for what it is, it might be one of the best. I mean, it really is.
I'll never forget the first time I watched, because I didn't watch it for the first time until I was a teenager. And I remember when it ended, the way it ended, and then it jumped into like a happy kind of like, upbeat version of Blue Moon. I'm like, is that the end? Did it just end?
Yeah.
Is something missing on in the movie? I rewound it, ended again. I'm like, I had to have missed something.
It's just what it was.
Yep.
Real quick, this budget, $10 million, and it made $62 million.
Wow.
That's good return on investment, guys, in 1981. Oh, yeah. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Academy Award for best makeup, best hairstyling. This is one of those top movies. John Landis did his thing. So
100%. Yeah. I think real quick, also my mom is the one. I don't think she didn't let me watch it for the longest because it messed her up so bad that she didn't let me watch it until like I was a little bit older, And I think my uncle like had me watch it. I don't remember if she was mad or what, but yeah, it
he said it'll put some hair on your chest. It really will.
I have to admit something.
Uh-oh.
And this is something that I've carried the burden of for years, until I came around and really started to appreciate this movie. The first time I watched this movie as a kid, I did not like it. I didn't like the tone, the way it ended. Like I mentioned, kind of irked me. Yeah. I didn't like that they didn't show too much. They didn't show enough of the werewolf for me. So the first time I saw this movie, I did not really appreciate it. I did not appreciate this movie so much that as a younger, early teenage idiot, I actually used to favor an American Werewolf in Paris more than I did this one.
That leads us to right now saying, let us know what you guys think. American Werewolf in Paris or American Werewolf in London? I want to hear in the comments.
American Werewolf in London.
Well, that's what you're saying right now, but I want to know what everyone else is saying, because maybe someone else agrees with you. Maybe you're not as far off as you think, Brandon. This might be an actual question. In my mind, it's not. But
no. But I can see what he was saying, like, because if you watch it early, like there's the scary parts that freak you out, but I agree with that ending.
Stupid.
The ending, yeah, the ending
but
is very
off-putting. One of the things that this movie does really well is like sometimes less is more. So in hindsight, watching it now,
using a lot of imagination, exactly.
Yeah, your imagination. John Landis did a great job at that. Like, so I appreciate that you very seldom see shots of the werewolf in all its glory.
Because everyone can fill in the blanks with their own mind, and that's great.
Yeah.
this is our review on this movie. Please like, please subscribe. We're on our road to we passed 400. We're on the road to 500. We got our 400 subscriber giveaway. The video is here. If you're on the channel, just check it's probably the first video that's going to pop up on the screen. Please watch it. Please comment on it. We're going to do a giveaway in about 2 weeks.
On Halloween.
On Halloween,
we're doing the giveaway.
So please do these things. We cannot wait to do this because I'm hoping that 500 is before Christmas, and that would be great for us and
awesome.
Great for you guys. We got a really good and cool giveaway.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening to us today, and we'll see you guys later.
Later.